26 minutes past the hour and continuing coverage of the confirmation of Judge Sonia Sotomayor as the next Supreme Court Justice of the United States. Senator Mel Martinez is a Republican from the state of Florida who voted for Judge Sotomayor and is live with us now from Capitol Hill. Senator, it's good to have you with us. Thank you.
Good to see you, Shep.
You're a conservative Republican. She is a liberal Democrat. I wonder if there's any concern on your part that Hispanics in your great state of Florida will see this and say this is a man who was pandering to the constituency, not voting his heart.
No, that's, I mean, you know, someone can say whatever they want to say, but I've got to tell you, these are not easy choices or easy decisions. We got to do it with a careful calibration of not only our views, but also with an understanding of what our constitutional responsibility is. I don't get to pick judges. If I had picked judges, I might have picked someone more conservative. But my role as a
You might have or you would have, Senator?
I probably would have.
Probably.
And I'm delighted that she is going to be the first Hispanic in history.
You can't be certain of that, though, that you would pick someone more conservative than Judge Sonia Sotomayor.
And how would we know anyway? Because we cannot give these judicial candidates litmus test type questions. But my point is, the role of a senator is different than that of a president. Elections have consequences, and when we as senators get presented with a nominee, we need to really judge their qualifications, their experience, their judicial temperament, whether they're suitable to be on the court or not to piecemeal their every decision and to try to decide, will I agree with how they'll vote on the court or not? And so, you know, look, I'm worried about the Second Amendment issue like a lot of other people are, which I think had it not been for that issue, maybe another dozen Republicans would have voted for her. But at this moment in time, what she did on that particular issue is that she ruled, when it was presented to her, the same way the Seventh Circuit ruled. And so what she did is not out of the mainstream, is what I'm trying to say. And it is part of an evolving body of law as it relates to the Second Amendment, how it applies to the states.
When you voted your convictions and said you try not to see this, in essence, I believe it's fair to quote you as saying that, paraphrase you to say that it wasn't along ideological lines, that you were voting on her qualification and her experience. Is it your sense that other Republicans did vote along ideological lines and should have voted differently than they did?
Absolutely, and I think that's also been true of Democrats when they filibustered a very qualified nominee like Miguel Estrada that President Bush nominated to the Second District Court of Appeals. We've got to get Republicans and Democrats away from this tit-for-tat political game and get back to what the framers intended, which is for us to rule on qualifications and suitability to be a judge. In other words, get back to confirming and to our advice and consent role, not to pretend that we're going to get into a political fight over every single nominee. And you know what? That may sound naive.
Oh, actually, Senator, there was a political fight. Senator, with great respect, there was a political fight over this one, and the right lost it. And as you said, that's a fight over ideology, and the elections have consequences. But I think you would agree that when Lindsey Graham and others who grilled her within the confirmation hearings, they were grilling her to see if they could get her to make a mistake, right, and get more people to vote against her.
Well, he ended up voting for her.
I know.
You know, I mean, he was doing his duty, which is to probe and question and inquire, and that's our job. We have to do that. That's not the problem. When this nomination, if you want to put it in the political terms, it was lost in November 3rd, I guess it was, Election Day, when President Obama got elected. So the fact is, President Obama is going to appoint to the court nominees that are going to be to the left, that are going to be probably pro-choice, that are going to be maybe in the issue of guns, not what I would want. So in any number of instances, we don't get to pick, is the point I'm making, is that we as senators really have to look at it in terms of qualifications, which is really our historic role as senators.
Senator Mel Martinez, Republican from the state of Florida, who voted in the affirmative. Senator, it's great to see you. Thank you.
Thanks, Shep.
All right.